of all the heroic and ambitious women before me, whose sacrifice, determination, and resilience makes my presence here today even possible. In just 83 days, we have a chance to choose a better future for our country.
With less than a week to go before the Democratic National Convention, presidential candidate Joe Biden appeared alongside his new running mate, Senator Kamala Harris, just a short time ago. Good evening to you. I'm Laura Caso.
And I'm Russ Mitchell. The historic vice presidential pick is getting attention all over the world, not just because of her position, but for what she represents.
Monica Robbins spoke with members of two communities who share a connection with Senator Harris and details what they believe is a true American success story.
Subodh Chandra is a prominent Indian-American lawyer and hosted Senator Harris twice during Democratic fundraisers he's had at his home and office. Chandra thinks this ticket is what the country needs right now.
The first South Asian American nominee, first Asian American nominee, first Indian American nominee, first Jamaican American nominee. I mean, she's the polyglot of all that America can be. And she just represents pure positivity.
Mitty Davis-Jones chairs the Social Action Committee for Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, the country's first black sorority founded at Howard University, where Harris was a member. She considers Harris more than an inspiration for women and all people of color.
Could only be motivating to them based on, her unique circumstances, her unique background, and what they might be able to aspire to.
Both think Harris is the right candidate at the right time, but some are not convinced it's enough for Democrats to take back the White House.
And I think other people are taking a more of a wait-and-see approach. They are a little bit hesitant to get too excited.
While Jones's sorority can't take a stance on a political candidate, they can do something to help activate communities that need to have their voices heard.
So we have targeted a couple of areas in Cleveland where we've tried to push people to complete the census, to register to vote, to request their vote by mail ballots, and we will continue to do that.
So both think that the contrast between the Biden-Harris ticket and the Trump ticket is what will drive voters to the polls in just over 80 days. And it may be what this country needs, in their opinion, at this time. Back to you, Russ.
The Democratic National Convention next week. The Republicans follow the week after that. Here we go. All right, Monica. Thank you.